Good morning. Good morning. Well, welcome to Giving Tuesday. And as the executive director, I would be remiss if I didn't come to you live today. I'm trying to shut off my phone. Let me shut off my phone to talk to you about the our labor of love, Pick 42 Foundation, and what Giving Tuesday means to the foundation, and also what it means to the work that we do. So, for those of you who don't know, again, my name is Miko Pickett. I'm the executive director of Pick 42 Foundation. Pick 42 Foundation received, good morning, Deborah. We received our 501c3 federal charter in November 6th of 2015. At that point, we were located in Charlotte, and primarily we were working on our annual toy drive. And we had been doing the work before then, but 2015 is when when my husband founded the charity and we received the federal designation. So since then, in 2016, we moved to Mullins. Me and my family personally moved to Mullins, and we began Pick 42 Foundation. We moved it and its charter down to Mullins. And our vision changed a little bit because now we were serving the whole county of Marion. Marion County, South Carolina, has approximately 30 to 32,000 people who live in the county. And so what we wanted to do was to provide better outcomes for children by helping families. And that's kind of how Pick 42 came to be in Marion County. So my his name is Dominic Pickett. He was born and raised in Mullen, South Carolina. He is the founder as well as the chairman of the board. Terry Delora Davis is our president of the board. Um, we also have Selena Faye Graves, who is our secretary. I almost got it wrong. Catherine Anderson, she lives in Florida, and she is our treasurer of the board. And our vice president of the board is Cheryl Bailey, and she lives in Mullins. And together we plan all these programs. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the programs and the results that we had in 2021. We're really excited about where God has taken our vision and also taken the charity. But before I do that, we could not do any of it without the hundreds of small donors. I mean, people who give $5, $10, buy raffle tickets. You guys really make this happen. And then we also have our larger donors. Let me go ahead. I want to make sure that I do not miss a single donor. Our larger donors, we are sponsored in 2021. We're sponsored by the University of South Carolina, the Arnold School of Public Health. They help us with our community gardens. We have received funding from Together SC, Allies for Good, Good 360. They're the ones that help us to provide when we have some of our larger giveaways. They help us to provide toys. They help us to get product for really cheap. They also help us to connect with Walmart and Mullins. Y'all, they are a godsend. Walmart and Mullins, they every week we go to Walmart and they give us their overstock and return items. And so when we're able to have like these huge stores where we're able to give out we had a Halloween store. We had all Halloween items and all Halloween gifts. We have Easter time. We've given out hundreds and hundreds of baskets and Easter eggs to churches and things like that. Christmas time, our Christmas free store, we had a whole section that was just dedicated all to Christmas. All of these, and then all throughout the year, every single week, we get clothes, we get appliances, we get all kinds of things. And what we do with our free store is we warehouse them. And then when it's time, when it's the season coming up, then we go and we have these free stores. And Walmart, they have not complained. They have just been an amazing partner. They do not complain because we're competing with them, right? The same things that they're selling in the store for a price, we're giving away for free as donations from them. And, to God be the glory, but we are so excited for that partnership. And Walmart, this is your local Walmart. This is Walmart in Mullins, right? So they do have a heart. And yes, Virginia, they are a blessing for so many. The New Covenant Church of Christ is one of our sponsors. And Donald Smith is actually a very good friend of ours. On top of sponsoring for us, he is also a partner. The New Covenant Church of Christ is a partner with our mobile food pantry work that we do. They have provided us a sponsorship for 3 years in a row, and they're not a big church. They're a very small church. And our sponsorship levels start at $250 and above. And every single year, they come through in big ways. So I am just so excited and happy to have them as a partner, a volunteer, mobile pantry. And last but not least is our Black Voters Matter sponsor. Black Voters Matter, they sponsor completely the celebration of voting events where we go out, we register people to vote, we bring food trucks, we have a great time. They also sponsor the majority of our vaccine clinics. They provide for the food trucks, they provide for stipends that we're able to give our volunteers and our nurses, very small, minuscule amounts of money, but they provide for it because people that come out with Pick 42, they're volunteering. And I actually have that number. Just the people who we count, and we don't count folks that come out for the vaccine clinics or just show up to volunteer. 374 community members have volunteered for us. That's just the people that would count. I know is way over 800 people that have volunteered for Pick 42 Foundation. So, it's just an amazing, like it's Pick 42 Foundation. Our tagline is neighbors helping neighbors. And really and truly, that's what it's all about. So, yes, we receive grants. Yes, we have corporate sponsors that I just named that donate $250 or above. And that was our 2021 corporate sponsors. So in 2022, once this year ends, then we will announce who our 2022 sponsors are. And we have some more sponsors that have came to the table in this year. And I'm going to be really excited to announce them. Some of them you may have seen on posts, but hey, look, we're really excited about that. So let's just talk about Pick 42 this year. What have we done? So we had our first free store for the year was in January. Thank you. Thank you so much, Deborah. We appreciate all of your support and your donations. And you work hard for us and we know it and we love that. So thank you so much. We had a free store in January and I told you about our free store. Our free store, we have served 1,073 families. That's not people. And all of those families lived in Marion County. And remember, I told you Marion County has about 30 to 32,000 people total. In our free stores, we have served 1,073 families since we started the free store here in Marion County. So thank you so much, Walmart Mullins. Thank you so much, Good 360. Really matters. In the springtime, we received a donation from Black Voters Matter, and we were able to provide Easter hams. We provided Easter hams in multiple locations. We did it at Bethlehem Church. At the same time, we did it at the Big Green Lawn. This year, we also had a celebration of voting where we provided voting information. We have registered. I don't even have the number of the folks that we've registered to vote, but our good morning, Central, good morning. Thank you so much for your donation. And the one thing, one thing I want to make sure I do, I'm going to post a couple things here. Because I'm just recapping kind of our year for everybody, what we've done with Pick 42 Foundation this year on this Giving Tuesday, because we are asking for donations, right? You can help us to do this work. And I think that it matters that you all know what we do with the money, how we handle the money. And because we are a 501c3, our 990 is also public record. So you can go there and you can look at our public record and you can see who donates to us and where we send and how we spend our money. I'm going through right now the different programs. So we also had, we gave out seeds in May this year, and that was benefit of Walmart Mullins. So, for people to start their gardens, we gave out seeds. And remember, this is all during the pandemic. So we had to switch some things up and, we just didn't lose a beat, again, to God be the glory. Oh yeah. Thank you so much. On the way to your county, Also, there's a diaper giveaway today. I think they have to be registered for the diaper giveaway. Let me know, Central. Um, we also have provided free seeds. Told you about that. How can I forget our first ever Juneteenth celebration? It was incredible. It was incredible. We had vendors, we had performances. The community came out in droves, and it really happened for us in Mullen, South Carolina, where we had our first ever Juneteenth celebration. And we're looking forward to next year's Juneteenth celebration even more, even bigger and better. Um, we continued to hope. We started to have vaccine clinics. We started our first vaccine clinic in April of this year, where we provide vaccines in a non-threatening community way to anybody who attends. A couple months later, we started being able to give people $20 gift certificates for coming, and that was thanks to one of our coalition partners, Marion County Long-Term Recovery. And for vaccines, I have that number. To date, we have provided vaccines for 440 community members. Excited about that. In September of this year, we planted our first community garden. And community gardens over there on Broad Street, right next to the Success Academy. The greens are growing, y'all. If you have a chance and you're in Mullins, go ahead and drive by and take a look. And I'll talk about just the wonderful people who support us through their volunteer hours. There's a woman, and she lives directly across from the garden. She refuses to be in any pictures. She takes care of the garden. She makes sure that the garden is fed. She makes sure the garden is watered. We don't have to ask her to do anything. When we come by our house, we say, "Can we take a picture with you? Can we use your name? Can we thank you?" She says, "Absolutely no." She doesn't what she just does it. It's like, "Well, you are the captain. Can we just put you down as a captain?" And she says, "No." Right? So, but she is taking care of that garden in such a beautiful way. And so here's the funny thing. We had the free store. She came to the free store. She doesn't usually come, but this particular time she came to the free store. She's a very quiet woman. And she actually won one of the Lazy Boy chairs. Oh, I forgot to mention QVC. We also have a partnership with QVC, and they provided this year two Lazy Boy chairs, and she won one. I was like, look at the universe. Look at the universe, right? So, yeah, Virginia, you know that story. It was hilarious. But let me keep going. So we have our mobile food pantry. Every month this year, we work with Harvest Hope Food Bank. Harvest Hope Food Bank has also been a major blessing for us. We go to the food bank in Florence and we bring food back to Marion County. Big ups, Nicole Eccles. I remember when we first bought the truck, we had no idea why. We knew God just said we needed a box truck. And we went and we found a way. It was actually a donation from our family, and our family donated the money to buy that box truck. And the funny thing was, I put a picture of the box truck after we had it wrapped, and Nicole Echo said to me, "I'm going to fill it with food." Well, doggone it, that's exactly what she did. Harvest Hope fills that truck with food every single week. Every single week, we bring the food from Florence back to Marion County, and through 14 partners. So we have 7 partners. We have about 6 or 7 partners every week. So between those partners, they distribute the food to the community. We started tracking, I think in June or July, we started tracking the number of families and the number of families that we provide food to, and our partners started tracking this for us, and number of families and the number of people. Since then, this is half a year, we have provided food for 8,300 people in Marion County and 3,177 families. I can only imagine what the number would have been like if we would have started tracking it from the beginning of the year. So that's 8,300 people, 3,177 families. We are also, food insecurity is really, really big and important for our foundation. We are in the process of establishing the first ever Marion County Food Policy Council. I am I sit as the on the board of directors for the South Carolina Food Policy Council. And y'all, when I sit on the different boards, especially this board, I'm only there for Marion County. It's not for Miko Pickett. It's for Marion County, because by being on that board, I'm able to get access to resources. I'm able to be in the know so that we can bring more resources back to Marion County. So I'm really, and that board I sit on, that's volunteer, but I do it gladly. And I do it for Pick 42 Foundation, and I do it for Marion County. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fast forward to December, right? So, you guys know we did the turkey, well, November. In November, we did the turkey giveaways. We provided 350 turkeys. We did it, 50 turkeys went down to Britain's Neck, and 300 turkeys we gave away for the rest of Marion County. And we did that as well as turkeys. They got greens, sweet potatoes, and a box of food from Harvest Hope Food Bank. And the greens and the sweet potatoes came from a local farmer. So we were able to take our funding and pour into a local farmer. We want to do more of that. We encourage everyone to buy local food. We love our grocery stores here, but the food in the grocery stores is not local. We are an agricultural company, agricultural county. Let's support each other. Let's support our farmers. So that is going to become part of our vision. And so we're really excited to do that. Now here we are. I said a lot. I've been talking for 15 minutes, and it is Giving Tuesday. And on Giving Tuesday, we're asking you to support our charity. Now it's December, coming up in a day, and it's our annual toy drive. And the annual toy drive is indeed the flagship of Pick 42 Foundation. It's why we started doing what we do, right? And just to give you a few numbers there, between 2018, 2019, and 2020, that's just 3 years, we have provided Christmas for 1,679 children. This year, 2021, we have 235 children, 235 families that are registered to shop for 625 children. And the shopping experience will be held on December 18th. We do need volunteers. So if you volunteered in the past, please sign on and volunteer. That is the one event that is highly secured. So all volunteers must be pre-registered, and you have to be 17 or above in order to volunteer for the shopping experience. But we need your help. We really do. $5. I'm gonna go ahead and post. I am running I have on the comments, you'll see Pick 42 Foundation. There's a post there for donate. That's my personal Giving Tuesday. You can $5 and up. You can donate to help us to do this work. Every dollar that you help us with goes into keeping our truck on the road, keeping Pick 42 Foundation able to do the things that we do for the community. And we do it because we love it. And it's me, it's my husband, it's Cheryl, it's our entire board. It's Terry Delora Davis. You're also your city councilwoman. It's Catherine Anderson. She lives in Florida, but she's doing it from afar. Selena Graves. We all love this community. We all love this charity, and we cannot do it without your help. So on today, we ask that you do help us. You can donate by doing Cash App to $Toy Drive. You can donate on this Facebook page. There should be a donate button right at the top right there. Or you can also go to my personal Giving Tuesday thing and donate $5 or more. So with that, that's pretty much all I wanted to say this morning on this Giving Tuesday. And if you have donated to Pick 42, if you have came to any of our events, if you have volunteered at any of our events, you are Pick 42. Pick 42 is not, it's a public charity, one, but it is also, it is us. we all are part of it, right? And we all own it, and we're all part of this wonderful operation. And I just love the camaraderie and the community spirit in all the work that we do. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say for Giving Tuesday. If you guys could please find it in your heart to give us $5 or more on this day, we really appreciate it. So have a blessed rest of your Giving Tuesday, and it's time for me to get to work. Bye, y'all.